Top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning. Stuff came to me, and I'm going through it at the same time. Let me say this. As you awaken, you will come to understand that the journey to love isn't about finding the one. The journey is about becoming the one. You feel what I'm saying? Let me say it again. As we awaken, we'll come to find out and understand that the journey to love isn't about finding the one. It's about becoming the one. When you focus on self and get self together first, believe it or not, the universe will put like-mindedness in front of your face. And unfortunately, the one that may be in your face may not be that one for you. Now, when you become awakened, do you turn your back on that person that's been there and there? Not at all. Not at all. You try to lift them up as you're being lifted. And if they can't move when you're moving, sometimes you come to the realization that you just outgrown that person and you all have different paths to take. So what is the reason that'll make somebody awaken? Well, one of the reasons that I can speak on personally is because my soul has finally stopped agreeing to the insults that has been coming to me. Can you word it another way? I can. One of the main reasons people awaken is because they have finally stopped agreeing to things that insult their soul. Layman's term. You in a situation, relationship, you know it's wrong, but to make the union, marriage, whatever better, you agree to all the wrong stuff that you know is wrong, but you keep agreeing to it. That's a disservice to yourself. People like to say, I'm keeping the peace. I don't want this, I don't want that. But what happens is your soul is not at peace. And when your soul not at peace, nothing's going to be at peace. Because sooner or later, any little thing that's said is going to disrupt, boom, and you're going to blast off, take off. Always. I'd like to say that if you see I'm changing and we see this a problem, we should change and want to grow together. Now, everybody doesn't change and grow at the same rate. So we got to remember that as well. Okay, but someone's effort is a reflection of their interest. So if that person's not even putting the effort in and all they got is an excuse about why this is not happening and why this isn't happening, then maybe you all need to revisit where you all are going. And another thing is this. If you keep bringing, or whoever it is in the relationship keeps bringing up the past, how do you expect it to go forward? It just can't happen. It just can't happen. If at some point we said, okay, I'm gonna let it go, but you keep going back there, how do you expect us to go forward? We can't, because you keep revisiting the past. Now, hold on. Now, if that person keeps doing things that they did in the past, then they are the situation at hand. Then you have a valid point, male or female, that bring it up. But if this keeps happening, then maybe you two aren't meant for each other. If this person got to keep doing what they doing, and if you got to keep bringing it up, y'all need to revisit that as well. I mean, you know, I've said it before, and I did a post on it a while ago. That rearview mirror is small for a reason. That little bitty mirror right here is small for a reason. Now, we can adjust it. You know, it's small. We can adjust it. So we adjusting with our past. We can adjust it small. But the front windshield, as I said before, was so much bigger. Because everything in front of us, like I said in the previous post, is so much grander and so much more to look forward to. Let's stop adjusting that rearview mirror in our head and let that past be that was just right behind us. I'm going to tell you something. We have a tendency as beings, male and female, to say a thing or two out our mouth and have no action behind it. But we do have an action if you pay attention. Because I don't just listen to words. I watch the facial expression when they saying what they saying, as you should do too. I stare in a person's eyes. If a person drop their gaze, pay attention to that. I check out body language. I peep the tone. I make note of the use of words that are being conveyed or spurted out to me. As a matter of fact, what I'm doing is I'm interpreting the silence sometime as well. And most importantly, what we got to do, we got to trust our own intuition. It ain't gonna lie to you. You got to trust it. Because if you saying, I love you, baby, I love you, but you kicking my ass, you don't love me. If I say, I love you, baby, I love you, but you beating me up verbally, constantly, you don't love me. If you say, I love you, but you got more love for your phone, and you got more time for your phone, you don't love me. You love the idea of saying, I love you, but you don't love me. You love the idea and the thought of saying, I love you. That ain't love. Love is action. So if there's no action behind that word love, then what it's all about? Let's stop beating up on each other for each other's past and move forward together. And if we can't move forward together, then it's going to always be a problem. One's going to wind up outgrowing the other, moving faster than the other. Then bitterness is going to start building up. Yeah, it happens. It happens. Let's grow together, people. Let's grow together. Don't grow and then leave that person. Oh, that's wrong. Grow together. And then if the other person, you grab them and you pick them up. Now, if they don't want to be picked up, try it again. And if they don't want to get picked up, then you sometimes, unfortunately, we have to leave them there. We have to leave them there. If they're not growing. And it just might not be their time to grow. As I've said this before, every flower has its season. It's just not their season. That's all. They don't mean they bad. It's just not their season. You understand what I'm saying? So, man, I can go on so much about this. I'm going to end it like this. I think this is the best way to end this. Nothing will make you happy until you choose to be happy. No person will make you happy unless you decide to be happy. And no happiness your happiness will not come to you. It can only come from you. Please dissect that and feel it. Happiness is a choice. If you want it, make the choice. As always, y'all can catch me at Fitted Snapback Thought 70 on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, or Twitter. If not, type in davidmerrijr.com and I'll get back with y'all. Blessings.